Good morning, I'm Ferdi Salvador. Welcome to Industry Beacon, where we shine a light on the trailblazers, the disruptors, the titans of industry shaping our future. We're not just talking about success stories, we're diving deep into their hearts and minds to see what drives them. For today's episode, we take a closer look at a business that aims to provide solutions to fashion emergencies. My closet manager promises to promote a sustainable fashion lifestyle through game-changing closet management. From storage rentals to rewear, my closet manager covers it. But in a world dominated by fast fashion, what makes their business concept sexy? We are now joined by the visionary behind my closet manager, Genevieve Jimenez-Yalung. Good morning, Jen. May I call you Jen?
Of course, Ferdi. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you so much for being here this morning. And you know, this is such an exciting concept. This is why we invited you today, because I have never heard of anything like it in the country. But before we dive into your business, I want to learn something about you. Where did you start?
Well, of course, I'm a corporate gal, Ferdi, you know that. I've been in the corporate industry for 27 years, right? So this is my vision that I wanted to bring to life after being an employee for quite a while.
Is it, what kind of corporate life did you have? Is it retail? Is it can you tell us?
It's a long span of advertising career, and then I went to retail, fashion, and then beauty, and then luxury. That's my latest. Yeah.
And okay, fine. Wow, that's a lot on your plate. So of course you're a career woman.
Yes.
A real CEO, I would say. Okay? I love that term because you know, it really describes
CEO,
people like yourself. So tell me about your new business model.
Okay, so I was about to start this 2 years ago, 2022, after my stint in Shiseido, Philippines. But of course, I got an assignment from LVMH to start one of their major businesses locally. So I have to do that, and this took a backseat. But I think now was the perfect time for me to start that calling, because I think I'm an entrepreneur by heart.
Well, from corporate to entrepreneur, that's a fairly easy transition, right?
Well, yeah.
For you, but for others, you know, there's people tend to stay within the corporate world because you know it's their core competency.
That's
true. But for you, you are like a caterpillar blooming in, or becoming a new butterfly in this very, very adventurous business of yours.
It is, and in fact it's very pivotal in my career journey. But fashion, if I may start, you know, it's a very interesting concept. It's my passion, and you know, this is a universal language.
It looks like it's your passion.
Yes, that we are all speaking. Plus the fact that the fashion industry, if you're going to take a look at the size, it's very sizable, I should say. Like, fashion industry globally, it's roughly around 1.7 trillion.
Right.
It's $1 trillion. And locally, it's also big, $1.7 million. Now, if we're going to take a look at the growth rate, it's 11.7% year on year. And that has been the forecast for the next 5 years. So I can really say that this is a fertile ground for us to establish a solid business on. And as we speak, fashion consumerism, it's aggressively growing. So that means to say that, you know, fashion acquisition percentage, it's up. Fashion ownership, it's really up. So that prompted me to design a company that will be a strong complement to the growing fashion industry.
Okay, so what is it about? What's the concept behind my closet manager?
So, well, of course, that was prompted by me as a consumer.
Okay.
You have to understand my psyche as a fashion consumer, because we always wanted to be on top of the trend. Whenever there's a latest style, you know this, we wanted to have it, right?
Guilty.
You're guilty, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it, right? But the problem is you have to deal with a lot of excesses, like overstuff of all of these things.
Guilty.
And sometimes you don't know what to do with it anymore, right? So how to manage it, what to do with all of these clothes, bags, accessories, watches, That is what we are trying to solve.
So, how are you going to solve my guilt?
Well, I'm sure you've heard of a lot of circular fashion concepts in the States before. Like, for instance, you've heard of Fashion File, right?
Yes.
So I used to sell my bags there. What it does is that they basically liquidate all of your designer items, convert it into cash, and I think it's a brilliant idea. But it's not available here. And also, I was inspired by Rent the Runway concept. It's a multi-billion, closet space, and they're giving access for fashion to everyone. And I think that's also a very brilliant idea.
And if I may interject, Jen, I guess there's a few people here that they're in the micro world, micro business world, dealing with that.
Yes.
However, as a Filipino, obviously, like me, I have to say sometimes I'm skeptical. Is it authentic? Am I going to get my money back? You know what I mean?
That is
so
true.
There's a trust factor. Is this something that you can address with your business?
Well, definitely. We are a pioneer in this industry, and our business is really hinged on trust. Yeah, because, those circular fashion concepts are what we want to really combine and put together.
Right.
And that basically inspired us to bring My Closet Manager to life, because we wanted to have all of these relevant services with the trust factor,
yes.
In just one establishment. So finally, we're very happy that it's open, and we are now at your service. And yeah, like what I mentioned, we're a pioneer in integrating all of these services for your fashion investment while being advocate of sustainable fashion.
Right. So let's go back a few steps.
Sure.
I'm self-confessed hack rat. Okay, I
know that.
I don't know why I have a space black hole in my house, wherein I keep accumulating. And there are a few pieces that I don't want to get rid of. In fact, I haven't gotten rid of anything unless I give it away to people that
I know.
need it. So, can My Closet Manager help me with my excesses in terms of not having to let go of them, but
yes,
to find a place that's safe, trustworthy, and where to put them?
We are the perfect partner for you, Ferdi, because we offer 4 core services.
Tell me about that, please.
Yeah. So the first one, which is our hero service, is closet rental. Have you heard of anything like that before?
I've heard of rental spaces for storage.
Correct. Yes. But this one is something unique. It's like your real estate for closets. So here you'll have your private space wherein you can store the things that you don't normally use on a daily basis. So think of like fur coats.
Yeah.
Winter coats.
I don't know where to put them.
Yeah. Ski clothes. Or maybe memorabilia dresses like your wedding gowns or your prom dresses. Those that you want to be well kept. So our facility, it's humidity controlled, it's climate controlled.
Wow.
It's secured, insured. So you'll be well assured that everything is well kept. But it's not just that. The beauty about it is that we are going to have a digital catalog of everything that you're going to store in our facility, and it can be accessed via a mobile app.
That is really amazing.
That's right. So all of your problems about organization, inventory management, or even tracking of your clothes, that's easily solved. Now, let's say you travel a lot, right? So you have your upcoming travel, you have your upcoming event, and you need something from those things that you stored with us.
I can call you.
All you have to do is to browse through the mobile app and then tell us what you want to pick, and then we are going to deliver it right at your doorstep. It's that convenient.
I'm speechless.
Yeah,
you got me all excited now.
Yes.
So that's one.
That's one. Second one. So we offer also outright buying of luxury items.
Okay.
Because normally trend moves, right? And we wanted to catch the trend. So you have your excess, probably watches. You have a lot, I know. And then you have past season bags.
Not enough.
And then you just have to go to our showroom. We can liquidate it on an instant. So it's a fast and convenient way for you to have a return of your investment.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Number 3.
Number 3, we are an avenue for for you to rent out your clothes, gowns, maybe for ladies. Because what I've noticed, there's no option for us to recycle the gowns, luxury clothes that we normally wear once, right? So after we uploaded it in social media, that's it. What happens? They're all stuck in our closet. So it's a clutter, right? So now we're giving an avenue for you to like give it to us. We'll have it rented out. We'll upload it in our catalog. Once it's rented out, you'll get a piece of the earning, and then probably some way somehow you can recoup your investment when you purchase that.
Okay, and number 4.
Number 4 is my favorite also. This is giving access for everyone who loves fashion. It's rentals. So most people nowadays, they want to look fashionable, right? They wanted to be on top of their style. But they're also aware that this is only for one-time use, right? So we're giving them the option not to buy, just rent, because our showroom houses hundreds of designer pieces in all range of style and sizes for them to choose from. So all they have to do, go to the showroom, try it, rent, and maybe, wear it. That's it. No ownership hassle. So I believe that this is the most convenient way and most cost-efficient way to be fashionable.
Yeah, I'm sure the socialites of Manila and the likes of Tessa Valdez are going to be calling you, and your phone will be off the hook 24/7. But do you only accept luxury fashion for the 2 last concepts or the last 2 core services?
Well, we also wanted to support local designers.
Okay.
So that is part of our trust. We wanted to accept also designs from our local designer friends.
So you collaborated with them as well?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, okay, okay. Because going back, Filipinos are funny about this, in my opinion, okay? Because, for example, I don't know the person that's worn it, but I'm going to wear it. Are they iffy about that, or the culture has changed, the mindset has changed already?
Well, I think that was before, but I think nowadays we're very progressive in terms of mindset. And with all the hygienic steps that we're also doing in order for us to take care of all of these clothes and pieces.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that.
So it's like fully dry cleaned, and then we have hygienic machines in order for us to like make sure that it's 100% dirt-free, virus-free, ready for them to use it.
And how's the reception been so far?
Well, I'm really to be really honest, I'm very happy that when I talked about it to my friends, they're super, uber excited. Having to have this concept that's being launched in the Philippines for the first time. Because like what I mentioned, we always go in other countries in order for us to seek this kind of service, right? But now is the time for us to do it here, locally. So now that it's available, I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm getting a lot of, hey, can you just service me first, even before you have to like break it out in the public? So that gives me excitement and validation as well, because this is my baby, as you know. So yeah, it's good.
Gone are the days where, like in the 80s and early 90s, where you have to go to Hong Kong to store your fur coats.
Exactly.
Or, and go, back and forth. That's a lot of carbon footprint. So at least, now it's more sustainable.
Yes.
But going around the sustainable bit, this is an off question. Do you believe that luxury brands or branded clothes are more sustainable than fast fashion?
I see. I completely understand. Well, sustainability as a word.
But Jen, sorry.
Yes.
Let's get back to that question. We're just going to pause for this. We're going to take a quick break. Industry Beacon, we'll be right back.
Bago pa ang simoy ng Pasko, nauna na ang simoy ng kampanya ng mga tatakbo sa 2025 election. Talaga nga bang Chinese spy si Gu Waping o mas kilala bilang Alice Guo? Sinabatas na ang Anti-Agricultural Economic Sabotage Act. Layo nito na maprotektahan ang mga magsasaka at mangingisda, smuggling ng mga agri-fishery products. Sa bawat issue, may anggulo. At ang balita, may agenda.
It's only been what, 2.5 days, 3 days, but we're just so thrilled to have our own little bundle of joy, and be able to spend some precious times with him as he slowly starts to grow up.
Your newest source of news and information.
That's it?
Follows you everywhere, every day.
Wow.
Oh, man.
On cable and free TV. Online.
He joins us from the Batasan Comercial.
On mobile.
Simulan na natin ang agenda. No,
This is BNC, and we are everywhere.
We're back. You're still watching Industry Beacon here on BNC. And still with us is Genevieve Jimenez-Yalung of My Closet Manager. So I was just asking you about are branded items, clothes, more sustainable than fast fashion?
Well, sustainability for me, it's a universal term, regardless if you're fast fashion or maybe if you're coming from a luxury brand.
Right.
It doesn't really matter. As you comply, to the standards, to the ethical standards of it, I think it's very much applicable. And, everybody, it's the responsibility of everyone, I suppose. Mm-hmm. So they will have to take part in the sustainability aspect of the fashion.
And how do you encourage our viewers to turn their clothes into something sustainable, even if it's purchased unsustainable, now they want to convert to sustainable?
Well, they have to understand that there are so many ways for you to be an advocate of sustainability. As simple as, disposing it properly, or maybe like repurposing it to something else. Like maybe, you can turn your top or like bottom into probably a belt or an accessory for the hair. It is contributing to the cause of fashion sustainability.
We should talk to your designer friends about that.
Of course, yeah, we're doing it a lot of times. So it doesn't have to be like big, even small things can count in order for them to like support the cause.
Right. What's your long-term vision for My Closet Manager?
Oh, big word, and I love that question, Ferdi. As you know, we wanted to be a strong complement, to this fashion industry because it's huge, and we wanted to evolve together with the needs of our consumers. But it's not only here in the Philippines, but we also want to do it in other neighboring countries. In fact, as we speak, we have our showroom in Rockwell.
Yes.
We also have our storage facility in Makati, in EDSA Makati. But we're planning to expand in key neighboring cities in the Philippines and soon in neighboring countries via international franchising.
I love that, and
Why?
It's born out of here.
Yes, why? Because we are taking this seriously. Because beyond being a business, I believe that we are a movement to support sustainable fashion. So I can still remember, if I may share with you, this is my favorite quote from Ursula de Castro. She once said that, fashion is not just about creating beautiful clothes. It's about creating a beautiful world. And we are serious about that, and we want to make it happen. Because My Closet Manager is established not for us to be just beautiful and fashionable. We have this mission to promote a mindset about responsible fashion consumption. So this is our mission and vision, and we will always be on top of our toes to fulfill it.
I want to know, how many spaces did you yourself get at My Closet Manager for your...
Ask my husband. He wants everything. Like, babe, there's so much space that you have to occupy there. So, yeah, I really need that service, actually.
Right.
Yeah.
I do too. I think I'm going to be one of your first customers. To put
You're
my
my
stuff
VIP.
in.
You will be my VIP. Yes.
No, I think I'm going to be the bane of your existence.
Yeah, I would love to.
But
Yeah.
tell me, Jen, you know, there's a lot of women out there who maybe are not in the corporate world, but are planning to do their own business, or women in the corporate world going to the business. Perhaps you can tell them something or a piece of advice on how to reinvent themselves, or to move forward with their careers.
Well, I love that term, reinventing, because that actually happened to me, like milestone after milestone. I'm embracing it. Well, for those people who wanted to start a business, I just wanted to impart like 3 things, 3 guidelines that I abide by, 3 Ps. Like the first one is profit. Of course, if you're going to start the business, you have to consider that. That will give your business life. The second one is passion, right? Because this will give your business growth. But the most important thing, and this is very evident in my business now, is the third one. It's also P, it's purpose. Because it will make your business fly. Yeah.
And you can repurpose your clothes.
Yes, it's all about repurposing, and that's why we're all here.
Yes,
Yeah.
wow, I'm really excited to see this groundbreaking, disruptive business model flourish in the Philippines.
Thank you.
I'm sure you're going to be helping out a lot of people, because a lot of us are building dwellers and we do have limited spaces. Is that a market you're also trying to reach?
Definitely. As the real estate, the price is increasing, and that is what we are trying to solve also, apart from the fashion sustainability part. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Genevieve, for being here today.
It's a pleasure.
Right.
I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. We can't wait for My Closet Manager to come to life. So, with that being said, that is it for today's show. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Catch the Billionaire News channel on Free TV Channel 31 and on cable via Cignal Channel 24. Thanks for watching the Billionaire News channel. Always on top.